Hey friends, welcome back to Future Me Eats. I'm a post-menopause woman, and after months, well, honestly, years of feeling stuck, I finally lost over 5 pounds last month. That may not sound like a big number, but for me, it's huge. And here's the thing, for women in midlife, it's not just about the number on the scale, it's about our energy, our confidence, and proving to ourselves that change is still possible at any age. You might be nodding your head right now because you felt stuck too. The best part about this is that I didn't overhaul my whole life. I just made three simple but powerful and sustainable changes to my everyday. And today I'm going to share exactly what they were. And also, please stick around to the end because I'm also going to be sharing the aha moment that completely shifted my mindset. It's a quote that I have taped to my fridge now, and I think it's going to hit home for you too. All right, so on to change number one: feed future you. This one was big for me. I'm approaching 60, I live alone, and here's my truth: my health, my longevity, and my independence are all on me. That realization is sobering, but the way I see it now, the food that I put in my mouth today isn't just fuel for today, it's an investment in the next 10, 20, maybe even 30 years of my life, God willing. Because at the end of the day, you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, what do you have? Future me, she's strong, active, and thriving. She's still cooking, she's traveling, she's hiking with friends and dancing at weddings. She is living her best life and she deserves that, and so do you. But she only exists if present me, the me today, makes choices that protect her. So for me, the biggest shift last month was all about protein. And I know protein is all we're hearing about these days on social media, but the science is pretty hard to ignore. After menopause, if we don't get enough protein, muscle loss isn't a maybe, it's pretty much a guarantee. What surprised me when I finally started tracking my protein was I realized that I was maybe eating half of what my body actually needed. So it's no wonder I didn't always feel my best and was constantly hungry. When I started prioritizing protein at every meal, I started noticing changes almost immediately. I was feeling fuller longer. My cravings, especially at night, also dropped dramatically. And here's the bonus: protein has the highest thermic effect of any food, which means that my body literally burns more calories digesting it than it would carbs or fat. It's like a little built in metabolism booster. And so, what's not to love about that? Let's be honest, so many of us grew up in the low fat, low calorie diet culture. But the truth is, without protein, our metabolism and muscles pay the price. So let me ask you, are you getting enough protein each day? Comment below. And if you are and you have a favorite high protein go to meal, I would love to hear about it. I am always looking for new ideas and new recipes, so please share. All right, on to change number two: plan it and track it. So let's start talking about planning and tracking because honestly, without this, nothing else is going to work long term. Here's what I learned: if you don't plan, you will default to whatever is convenient, and convenient is rarely what future you needs. So I started small. I live on a budget, so I look at grocery flyers every week and I stock up on whatever lean proteins are on sale. I will prep 2 to 3 proteins in advance with a starch and my veggies for the week. I will also prepare 1 or 2 grab and go breakfast recipes, like my current obsession, cottage cheese bagels. More about those later. And here's a fun nutrition fact: eating veggies first, especially with some healthy fat and protein, can actually help your body absorb fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. And it also slows down glucose absorption. So you feel fuller and it avoids those spikes and crashes. So that little shift alone helped me stop snacking mindlessly at night, which is something that I have battled for years. All right, so now on to tracking. Yes, I know it is tedious, but if you are not measuring, you are just guessing. I use an app called Chronometer. I will drop the link in the description below. I use it to track my food intake, my macros, my nutrition. It takes about 5 minutes a day, but the payoff is really huge. I will log my food in at night usually or in the morning, and those decisions are already made. So I don't get stuck in that what should I eat spiral. It keeps me consistent, and consistency is everything. And I'll be honest, this part was pretty major for me, especially after years of half assing it and then just finally telling myself this is what happens to women after menopause. Well, I finally decided that that story was no longer serving me. And if you've ever told yourself the same thing, I want you to know that you don't have to settle and we can do this together. How many times have you stood in front of the fridge at 6 p.m., exhausted, and thought, I'll just order something? Or let me just dive into a bowl of buttered popcorn and a glass of wine and call it a day? I know I have. So, planning and logging my food the night before or in the morning really removes that stress. I already know what future me is eating any day, and it feels like one less burden on my brain. Have you ever noticed how much mental energy food decisions take up? Imagine what you could do with that energy if those decisions and choices were already made. Food for thought. So, change number 3, move with intention. So, the third change that I made last month was around movement and exercise. And let me be clear, I am not training for a marathon, and I am certainly not spending hours at the gym. I committed to just 15 minutes a day, 4 times a week. That's it. It's short enough that I can't talk myself out of it, but it's also long enough to build momentum. Sometimes I will warm up with my weighted jump rope, followed by my little kettlebell routine. Sometimes I'm doing a full body workout on my rebounder, followed by some simple yoga stretches. Most days, I also aim to walk at least 10,000 steps. And here's the kicker: strength training isn't just about lifting weights, it could also be resistant bands, body weight squats, yoga flows, whatever you can do to challenge your muscles in ways that keep you functional. Even carrying groceries up the stairs counts. So it's not just about looking toned, although really that's great too. Beyond that, though, it is about maintaining our independence, being able to climb stairs and get up off the floor without help. Future me deserves that freedom, and so do you. And walking. It's so underrated. It's when I clear my mind and process the day. Sometimes I even coach myself while I'm walking. I've started something called my walking journal. So when I go for a walk, I often will record my thoughts into my iPhone and then let my iPhone transcribe them. Some of my best ideas and biggest aha moments happen during those walks. So for me, movement isn't just about my body, it's about my mind as well. All right. So those are the 3 shifts that really made the difference for me and helped me lose 5 pounds last month. Feed future you, plan it and track it, move with intention. And here's what tied it all together: the mindset piece. That aha moment that came from this quote: sometimes your potential is just waiting for you to be consistent. Boom. Isn't that powerful? When I read it, it actually stopped me in my tracks because I realized that I don't need to overhaul my life. I just need to show up for it and follow through on my intentions. 5 pounds may not sound huge, but to me, it's proof that consistency beats intensity every time. And if you've been waiting for permission to start, this is it. Consistency isn't about perfection, it's about showing up day after day, even when it's small, even when it's messy, because that's where real progress happens. Okay, so here's my challenge for you: pick one thing this week: food, planning, movement, and commit to it. Just one thing. Drop a comment below and let me know which one thing you're choosing so that we can cheer each other on. And hey, if you are on a similar journey, I would love for you to also share your wins, big or small, in the comments as well. I want to build a community here where we can celebrate our progress, not perfection. And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe to Future Me Eats and also share it with a friend who might need this encouragement, because your future self is already waiting to thank you. Thank you so much.